we didn't have like XYZ done for the day, we wouldn't be fucking doing it. Or if it like really took a negative effect on us where it affected our work ethic or affected getting the shit done,
we cut it out.
We'd cut it out. Like, we wouldn't do it. But it's also because we treat this as like a business where it's like when you go on lives, it's like that's the easiest way to get new followers or new people coming on and shit like that.
Like piquing interest into new groups, new people. And maybe you guys are shotting me my wine exactly. But it's like to back it. Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Son of a bitch. Give me a sec, I'll think of it. But it's like, it's very evident. And you know, just look at the progression from our first website and our first merch release. The progression on that in just a few months alone has been exponential. Like, to the point where it's like, you look at the website and how everything's presented, the quality of everything, and you'd be like, okay, like, these boys have done this shit before, where it's like, we haven't. But we put in the work, especially Kuhn, Caden, Chris, Kara, everybody. We all put in the work to bring it to that next level, and it speaks. Yeah, Alicia, from the first live, I used to have to fucking, or have something in my hand, fiddling with it. And just the level of comfort that's grown is like, yeah, I used to not even eat in front of you guys because it just felt so awkward to me. And it's just like, and Liv, exactly, like, it's not, we posted it on our story the one time and it was like, you know, like, if it was as easy as people think it is, everybody would be doing it. You know, it takes some serious work and dedication to actually build a community and keep it solidified for as long as we have, and to keep the vibes as positive as they have been with as minimal drama as possible. Which I've always loved, like, about the group. We've never had serious drama within the group, which is phenomenal. Like, to have 1.8 thousand people in a Facebook group and like little to no bullshit is extremely heartwarming, and it shows the amount of respect that is shared mutually within everybody, which is phenomenal.
And like, when
phenomenal,
I would say, like, probably when one or two situations of bullshit came up, I felt like it was known how to deal with it.
Yeah, like, we spoke on it right away. We mentioned it once and everything was cut off. It was just like, boom, everybody dropped their shit, and it's been great, you know, like,
but...
And everybody supports themselves, which is great too. Like, you guys within the group, you pump each other up, you pump each other's businesses, you guys encourage each other, you show support, love, prayers, everything when they're needed, which is heartwarming for me, especially because it's like, you know, when the group first came out, and I'm not trying to suck my own tip, but everything was drawn towards me. Everything that was posted on that group was posted towards me, but now it's been elaborated where it's like, you guys are sharing each other's businesses, you're going more into depth with your personal life, you're sharing more,
and like,
you guys are loving each other more. Oh my god, so many, which is insane. Like, it's not just like, it's like statewide, worldwide almost. Like, we have people from all over the place.
Well, look at like the IG story Kaden made the other day, saying like,
yeah, where are you from? There was multiple people from, like, globally, which is crazy. So to have all of that unite is fucking crazy shit. It is a large family. Yeah, the drama gets shut down immediately because I've never been one for that, and it's just like, it's not needed. We're not in high school anymore, you know what I mean? It's not high school. We're all beyond that fact. It is what it is.
And at the end of the day, like, who fucking needs that shit, you know? Like,
no, exactly. Nobody needs that shit. Like, fuck. Wendy, Becca, yeah. I mean, like, even if you just got Facebook just to join the group, I think you guys would be drawn into it. Like, there's a lot of good shit that goes on in the group. Vanessa, I can even speak for myself on that front. I didn't expect for that to happen either. You know, when I first joined the group and when it was brought to my attention that it was made, I think there was only about 400 to 500 people in there. and we've grown it to 1.8 thousand people. And on Facebook, that's good shit, you know, like that was a quick growth. And like I said before, it's drama free. It's all love, all support, which is phenomenal.
And it's also just like, not to speak on my shit, but dude, I never post on social media.
Never.
And then when I log into Facebook and someone's like, when Francine's like, oh, like, I want to start a group, I'm like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's like 400 people, and I'm just like, that's fucking crazy to me.
That's what I mean. It's insane. Like, you feel a different level of love, for sure. Something that I never thought would have been possible. But it's been great. It's been a great ride. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. I want to see you true. I fucked that one up. That's a drink. I was in there then. Yeah, you were. Absolutely. A lot of you guys were. You guys have been there right from the start. And, you know, I couldn't thank you guys enough for all the support. Like I said earlier, I'm forever grateful for what you guys have been able to make happen for us. And, yeah. He did take it. I mean, Kuhn definitely has the personality behind him where he can be an entertainer, but like he's also got the business aspect and the brains behind it, which is phenomenal. And like Kuhn was always very hesitant on him posting even at the start, and I just kept encouraging it. I'm like, dude,
yeah,
keep doing it because it brings in a whole other element.
Well, that's like,
you offer something that I cannot.
And that's why I was just like, dude, like I remember that. And I was like, it's not my due, that's not why I'm here. But then you're like, no, like, bro, do it. Because you do something different than what I do. And I was like, fuck, I guess it makes sense.
It does, because I can't do what you can do. So it's like you hit it from two different sides, which is like, it's good shit.
And also on that note, not to be the fucking Debbie Downer, it's just I've had like 2 or 3 messages. And I'm saying this with all due fucking respect. All due respect. Please do not message asking about like free merch and like not being able to, we totally respect that like people may not have the income to pay for stuff, and we made it very clear like that's support is not shown just by purchasing merch and stuff like that. It's shown by coming in lives, commenting on Alex's stuff, engaging with it. But like you have to understand, like money in comes money out, so it's like we pay for that stuff. So for us to just, you know, like we're not a charity. When you just said that, and I'm just making it, if it was only one person I wouldn't even mention it, but I've had a couple of messages, and as much as we'd love to do that, we just can't. Like we do we're not at that point. We're not at that point, and like we do giveaways, probably like we do a lot of giveaways to give back and show you guys how much your support is like means to us. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like we just can't do that because then we're losing.
And this money. This is what's helping us do what we're doing right now.
That's shit. It. It's lit. Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna say that earlier, but I was hesitant, and then it just, I don't know.
We're doing the best that we can with the resources and funds that we have possible right now.
Because that's what
we're still building. Yeah. We're still in that build phase. We're not like, we're a brand, but we're still building that brand. You know, it's like it's not at that point where it's exact, like it's concrete. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like one bad move could sewer us. Like that could cost us. Like one mess up could cost us because we constantly just put it into traveling, put it into bringing on people to make us better. Like, it's like we're not...
Oh, motherfucker.
You know?
I made a gaper.
Oh, not all Debbies are downers. No, I know. Debbie! No, we love you. I was just... You know what I mean.
Oh, fuck. I fucked this whole raid up.
But yeah, it's just like we can't justify that. Oh, dude, that was crazy, bro.
Can flip.
Yeah.
Can flip. Whoa, my voice went fucking weird there. Guys, this is going to be a sloppy one. I can tell you that one right now from the start.
waiting for you because
just
I've
trying
heard
to-
before that I jumped the gun on shotgun, so
trying to get
I'm
my
waiting
finger
for
in
you.
there.
Oh my god. Dear Lord.
I spilled a bit. Oh goodness gracious.
Would you be down for a little Q&A?
Yeah, let's do it.
Honestly. 10 o'clock, I caught a second wind. I was ready for bed. I was in there watching a YouTube video about the metaverse.
I gotta take a leak and then. Guys, if you want to send in questions for us to answer, put them in the question box and we'll scroll through them. We'll answer your questions.
Yeah. Yeah, questions about anything. Fuck, let's make it interesting. Not do anything. Jesus.
We're both feeling great today. Thank you, thank you.
Better now.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this one. Do I get tired of Will questions? Okay, it's not. I don't get tired of Will questions, but here's my stance on this, okay? This is my thing, okay? When people reach out to me to pass on messages to Will, I'm not gonna respond to that. Because one, Will's got enough on his plate already. Two, you know, if it was in my shoes and people were reaching out to pass on like, that's not the way to go about things. You know, if Will's gonna answer your questions, he's gonna answer them himself. So I'm not gonna speak on Will's behalf, sorry. But as well as that, you know, I'm just, you know, like I'm trying to do what I'm doing. Will's doing what he's doing. We love each other. We support each other to the utmost, like.
And I think the comparisons
as
need
much
to
as we
stop.
can.
You two
Yeah,
are in
like, and
way
stop-
separate lanes.
stop comparing us. Neither of us like it. You know, we're not for that. We're not competing with each other at all by any means. And I'm not your messenger. Okay, I understand you want to get a message across to Will, but you know, it's not my place to pass on that message. I'm doing I have enough things to worry about myself. Will's got enough on his plate, and that's just not the way to go about it. I just won't answer your message straight up. I won't, because you know, that's just it. Like, it's not my place to speak on anything about Will's life, as it's not his place to speak on anything with mine, and he doesn't do it. I'm not going to do it, and it just gets annoying to the point, like, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's like that kind of stuff does get annoying. Absolutely. I'm all for like answering, you know, little questions here and there, whether we still talk, this and that. Understandable. I understand you want to know how our relationship's still going. And I can tell you it's still fantastic. We have not lost touch. We talk every day. But I'm not going to pass on your message by you sending it to me, asking to send it to Will. I'm not going to do it.
Shit's corny.
It's just, that's not the way you go about things. I'm sorry. But like when, you know, you're concerned about him, I already know that kind of stuff. You don't have to bring that to my attention. I already know. If anything, like I'm already on top of it before you get, like I'm there for him. I show him utmost support, everything. We have great talks, but that's not the way to go about it. And that's that. But that I'm not, you know, I never bring that up. I never bring that up. But that's my view on it. I'm just not going to do it.
And I think like on the comparison side, it makes no fucking sense anymore.
It doesn't. Like we're not like, competing with each other. No. We're in two different lanes. He's trying to do his own thing. I'm doing my own thing.
And the respect is always there.
Yeah.
Like the respect is always paid where it's due. And it's just like I can speak because I see you firsthand and like that relationship. So it's just like it's nonsense. And I feel like sometimes it just sets shit that isn't even there to begin with up. So that's the extent of stuff I can speak on.
We don't like to compare next to each other because it's like, looks like you can't swim. Oh my God, I need some water wings, baby. Give me them water wings.
Yeah, Harmony, can you teach us how to swim, please?
But yeah, guys, that's that, you know.
Next question.
What was your first job?
Oh my God, this is a good one on my end. Holy shit.
I worked at Wendy's. That was my first job. I worked the drive-thru, I worked the grill, I worked front. I did everything except for sandwiches because...
Alex from Wendy's.
I'm Alex from Wendy's, you know? But, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right, Kuhn.
Dude, okay. So, I literally, in grade 10, I got hired at our local pharmacy to be cashier. And I was probably the reason I got hired was solely because the owner just really liked me and he liked how engaging I was with customers. But I fucking was a moron, like, from the get. Like, I would miss shifts because I forgot, because I just didn't care. Like, I just, as bad as it sounds, like, I just wouldn't care. And Shinkle actually worked at the same job. And I remember Shinkle was like, dude, he's like, everybody knows we're like one of each other's best friends. And he's like, you're making me look bad. Because he's like, dude, you don't show up sometimes. And he's like, when you come, all I cared about was like, I loved counting the till, like closing the till. I loved that shit. And then I loved talking to the customers. And that was it.
Yeah.
And they would rotate me around they wouldn't fire me, and I would try to get fired, and then I quit because I made a very lucky, calculated bet when I was in grade 10 that allowed me to kind of fucking not need a job right away. And I quit it
for that because you killed that shit.
No, that was like that's the only reason.
I remember chilling with you in the library on your spare and on my spare, and it was like that's when I started thinking I'm like, yo, this guy is fucking. Yeah. I mean, that's not when I started, but that's when I, like, it really solidified. I'm like...
Yeah. I got really lucky
this
with
guy's fucking
investing in Bitcoin super early, and it paid out, and then I was like, I don't need a fucking job. So then it kind of just, like, allowed me to fast track. But, yeah, essentially my job was a fucking cashier at a pharmacy, and I should have got fired, and I didn't. I don't know how I didn't, but I didn't. Shout out to Donnie Edwards, though.
Whoops.
Ooh.
This is a very good question, okay? Growing up with sisters, you know, I've lived in a household for multiple years now. I'd say going on 5 to 6 years probably, around that, where I lived in a house where it was my mom and my sister. And, you know, that's just, you know, it's me and then two women. So you learn a lot. You learn how to treat women properly. You know how to, like, how they react to certain situations, and you know, it's just like you just learn how to not behave, but it's like, you know how to like handle certain things where it's like, you know what's inappropriate, you know what's not inappropriate, and it's very evident who did not have that same situation or who did not have multiple sisters. Those usually end up being the douchiest of guys. And you learn how to, yeah, like, you just see the whole other side of every situation. You get to like experience their mindset and what goes through their head, how they react to everything, and you know, you just learn how to like go about different situations. It's a very hard thing to just like describe, but it's like you just learn how to like act. And I'm not saying act, I'm just saying like you know where exactly. You know your boundaries, exactly. And it's like it gives you a whole other perspective on female. Wendy, perfect. What can be hurtful, what cannot. Emotional aspects, Rachel, absolutely. Like you just see the whole other side of things other than just from a guy's point of view, because guys and girls definitely think very, very differently, and they react very, very differently. So you just learn everything about that.
And I even like, as you guys know, I have 3 sisters, obviously. That influences how you're brought up, aka my music shit, you know? That's the only reason that I know Taylor Swift and random songs, exactly. But I think also because I had 2 older sisters and I saw my oldest sister go through a really shitty relationship at a young age, and I saw the effect that it had on like not just her, but also like the family, and it kind of like made me realize what your actions do. And it's like you kind of just see it, as you said, like you see insight into like the other side. You see firsthand on whatever decisions you make or whatever actions you do, what impact it has on a female. Yeah.
Because as a guy, if I was raised in a strict like brother situation, you don't see that side of things. You just continue to think, oh, like whatever, you're in your own vibe. But when you grow up with sisters in a strict female household, anything, like you learn firsthand on your actions. And it honestly, that's what matures you.
And it even like on the side, because I could probably speak like to us, like we have good relationships with like our father figures and stuff, but like our moms are like we're mama's boys straight up,
big time.
So I also found like having 2 older sisters also made me like super protective, which I had to learn how to kind of deal with, because like there was a point probably about 2 years ago where I was super close to like getting into it with one of my sister's boyfriends at the time, because I just saw his actions, I saw how she treated, and I just didn't stand for it. And it's like I have to learn how to sometimes like compartmentalize that protection and realize that comes from having 4 women in my life that I like would die for.
100%.
So it's just, and you like evident,
I can speak the same. Like it's like I've made it clear to Autumn as well as to Caitlin, any boy gives you trouble, I don't give a fuck about their age. I will come for you. Okay? If for Caitlin, for example, she's significantly younger than I am. She's 8 years younger than I am. If I were to like, I'm not gonna do anything physically, but I'm strong enough with my mental aspect and my words where I will fucking set it in stone where you will like, I will come for you.
Well, even
I will come for you. I do not give a even for my mom. If you treat my mom wrong, I will fucking come for you. And like I'm not an aggressive person by any means, but that will bring out a different side of me where it's like I don't give a fuck who you are, how old you are, but you will fucking get it. I promise you that.
And even like that. Do you remember that one thing with KK and the whole like dude from English class or whatever? And then we were at your house for like the taco salad wine and dine. and they were like, you guys were sort of talking about it, and I was just like, all right, well, Alex, let me know when I got a beer to hold the second shotgun outside.
Yeah,
like, just shit like that, where it's like, because I know how much, like, I knew
that's
how
not
close,
a line you want to cross.
No, it's not a line you want to
Yeah.
cross. And it's just, we're not aggressive people, but it's like, dude, it's just don't do it. But I also knew, like, even firsthand, I saw, it's evident how close you guys are, especially like now online.
Yeah.
But it's like, I saw it really firsthand when we got dropped off at the airport.
Yeah.
That was like,
oh man,
really
that was different
firsthand.
for me too.
That was like, I was like, shit.
That I was
I think
this
I have chills
close.
right now.
I was
actually.
this close from breaking
chills.
down.
I have
I was like,
chills right now.
deep breaths,
Yeah.
because for me, I know like my sister and I, Caitlin, we're very tight. But to see her cry the way she did when I first left for Vancouver was honestly heartbreaking for me. I was like, holy fuck, like that, like that was something I didn't expect to
Dude,
come.
I almost fucking shed a tear.
Yeah, I was like, even just speaking on it now, like I can feel my eyes getting watery. But like I never expected my sister to react the way she did, and it was just like, it's eye opening, and it's just like, you know what, like,
Yeah. And it just also shapes you, as I feel like it does translate into relationships in a way that you may not actually see as there. Like when it comes to the whole protectiveness, where it's like, that's what I've experienced in my thing, where it's like, I don't know. I just, yeah. I next question.
yeah.
Ooh.
Which one?
Too good. Oh.
Okay, I'll do that one after. Favorite excursion / activity in Hawaii and Vancouver. Vancouver, that's a no-brainer. Skydiving.
Yeah.
For one
just
reason.
without saying.
It was an like for me, that's my top fear, heights. For Kuhn, he's got a phobia of snakes, but he was also afraid of heights.
Like, I wouldn't go on roller coasters, but like I wouldn't go. I have a fear of heights, but I have a legit phobia of snakes, so it's not at that same
Level. But
I was still scared shitless, don't get me wrong.
no, me too. So was I. And like, the thing is like when you come into a situation like that, when you've got to do something as big as that was for us, I mean, like for some people that's fucking nothing. But you learn so many things, whether it's just learning how to control your emotions, you know, how to calm yourself down, how to push yourself through this moment. There is so much learning that comes from doing something like that. That is like, it's something that you can't even put into words. It's like you just learn it yourself, and it's just like, okay, like I can deal with this shit. Like if I can do this, everything else is so minimal.
I think like even from my point of view, was it made me like force myself to see how disciplined I was mentally and how far I could actually take that.
Because we could have easily bitched out.
We could have bitched out. When
Easily.
she FaceTimed, we could have bitched out and been like, nah. But that's why I was like, oh, dude, let's set it as I'll put a snake around my head. Because I want to see if I can actually do that. It's not about, like, obviously we'd love if merch sold out or we go a long drop sold out. But, like, I want to see how far I can actually take myself mentally, because those moments when you're walking into the, like, when you're getting geared up, you're walking into the plane, then you're on the plane, and then when it's about to happen is like, dude, that's a whole, like, you have to really process shit differently.
Like, you do. Like, it's not like anything you can describe, and anybody who has faced their fear head on can relate to that. Like, it's not like, okay, we're just doing this. Like, you have to learn how to, like, compose yourself, how to push yourself through it. And it's just something that's unlike any other experience. It's just like, regardless of what your fear is, it's like that, like, getting through that afterwards, you realize so much shit. You learn so much stuff, and it's just like, it's incredible, and it's just hard to put into words. But
yeah, Eve, on that question, we are hovering around 60%.
Which is phenomenal.
Which is fucking crazy, because we also set numbers that we thought were realistic, but also
they were like a significant change in what we've released before. So it's like if we released the numbers that we did before, we would have sold out already. We would have. But we were like, okay, let's up this a little bit. Let's push our boundaries. And, you know, like the support that we've already received has been tremendous. And it's been great.
Favorite excursion in Hawaii, though?
Okay, this is a toss-up for me.
This is a tough one.
For me, here's my top 2. Parasailing.
Shit was fun.
It was so fun, but also at the time, like, I can say for myself, even though we went skydiving, I was still extremely nervous for it because it's a different experience. You know, there's just a different level of things that could go wrong, and just, like, those thoughts always run through your mind. So, like, doing that, awesome. Number 2, the shark cage. Because sharks have been made out to be such an intimidating, scary factor.
Yeah.
And being in the shark cage just puts in that different perspective where it's like they really don't give a fuck about you, you know? They're just curious, they're checking out. I mean, like, the shit that goes down with, like, shark attacks and whatnot, like, 99% of the time it's because they mistaken you for a seal. You know, if you're surfing, you come off as a seal, that's why they hit. That's not what a shark, like, they are very, like, in their own zone. They're just kind of going around, just curious and shit. And just going in the shark cage, just, it proves that fact, you know? Like, you're in that cage and they could easily come at you and ram at the cage, and they don't. Like, they're just swimming around. They're just doing what they gotta do. They're attracted to what they're attracted to. And it just puts in that whole other perspective that it's like, it's not as scary as what it's made out to be. Like, it's very, when you're in that water and you're looking at those sharks, the first thought, like, yeah, you have that, like, holy fuck, there's a shark there. But after a little bit of time, you're like, this is actually very relaxing.
And it's like this is you're the zoo. We're the ones in the cage. So it's like they're the ones, like, observing, like, what the fuck is this? And I have the same answer: parasailing in the shark cages. I think ziplining and ATVing tomorrow will be dope, but it's just like
it's not the same.
It's cool content. Don't get me wrong.
And it's fun to do, but it's like it's not like that, because, like, even parasailing comes back into heights. You're fucking above that water. Like, you're up there. When you get up there, you're up there. And you feel that wind pushing you around and shit. And it's like, holy fuck. But it's an eye-opening experience. And it's all around a great time, as well as the shark cave. It's eye-opening and a great time.
Next question.
I
feel like there are a couple of other good ones that came in.
Here, you pick one.
Okay. Seeing places we've never been before.
Exactly. Like, you know, you see the states, at least for us, you only see shit about different states in the news and, like, you know, different, like, posts that you see through other people. But, like, it's one thing. So, like, the biggest thing, somebody can talk shit about a certain state or a certain experience, but it's like you only know it as you've lived through it. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody's going to have a different reaction or a different feel to every situation, every state they've been in. And we want to I mean, like, I can say this for Kuhn too, I'm sure. We want to experience it ourselves before we really come to a conclusion. And it's like, even then, that's just how we've lived it through. Like, you know, like, we only know what we live through because everything that's put out on social media or the news is being cut out to portray a certain narrative, and it's like we want to see it for ourselves and really, like, experience it before we think of anything
like on that note too. It's like everybody's like, why Alabama to start? Why? And it's like, why not? Because there's nobody our age from our hometown that's been to Alabama.
No.
So it's like, for us to just be like, yeah, we're starting in Alabama, it's just like, why not? Like, we want to go see what it's like, because that's a whole world, like, we haven't never experienced. We don't know how life is there. So when people are like, oh, it's boring, there's nothing to do, it's like, we're pretty good at finding fucking adventures out of nothing. So it's like,
we come from a small town. We can make fucking something out of nothing.
Like, I'm sure it's fucking better than a lot of places. You know? Like, so it's like, and it's just to us, because everybody, I don't know, like, in our hometown, it's just kind of everybody be like, oh, Alabama, or like, oh, that's, you know,
Why you going
why
there?
you going there? It's just like, why the fuck not? Like, why not? Like, let us fucking go.
Yeah, let us experience it. Let us go through our own experience. Like,
and I also think too, like, on the more broad answer with the States is like, we're gonna be able to tap into so much more. Like, if you guys think we've gone to Vancouver, Whistler,
Hawaii,
and Hawaii, and this is where we're at. Like, imagine when we spent 4 months dedicated to just going and like traveling and adventures. It's like, that's gonna elevate us, and we understand also how TikTok works when you go to new places and you like it's just, I don't know, I think that's what we're looking forward to the most.
And on another note, it's like, you know, 80% of the like of our supporters are from the States, so it's like we can also we can start to relate with you guys on different fronts where it's like, okay, like we understand that, whereas for now it's just like it's only hearsay, you know what I mean? And I'm not down talking anything that anybody has said, but I'm just saying, like, until we experience it for ourselves, we don't truly understand, we don't really know. And once we truly understand it, then it's like, okay, now we have a good grasp of the situation. And I mean, like,
and if you guys think we're going there without a plan or an itinerary, like, you're heavily mistaken. We do run with shit on the fly, but it's like we have a general idea
of where we're going.
Notch.
Fuck.
You got a drink. But yeah, I would say that fucking wraps it up for what we're excited for. And to honestly probably, like, to meet you guys too.
Yeah, like Nashville is gonna be an experience in itself. That's gonna be like no other. Like, we're gonna have a chance to actually see the faces, hear the voices behind all of these accounts, behind you guys, which is honestly I'm super excited for, because it's like I've you know, like, we can communicate all we want over social media, but when you're face to face in person, that's a whole different interaction. That's a whole different kind of bonding experience where it's like, you know, like, and it's just a different, it's a horse of its own color.
And like to also go see what you guys are doing. Like, for example, we're literally going to New York to go see Renata's restaurant. We're booking 3 days in like early February to go see that. Because it's like, I follow her on Instagram, dude. I like all of the pictures from a bakery, and it's like, we want to do that with whatever you guys got going on.
Like,
so
we want to build more of that personal connection rather than just like, you know, like, we're here, you're there. You know what I mean? We want to build that personal connection where it's like we can relate on that front.
Because it's also just corny if it's like you're naive to that fucking, you know, like if you just ignore that shit.
Oh yeah, like it's just a whole different story.
Next question.
What advice would you give to your younger self? Just fucking do it. Stop overthinking shit. Because when I was younger, I was super shy, super in my own, like, I was in my own shell. Like, I was like, it was very rare for me to leave my comfort zone. And that's why it took me so long to get to the point to where I'm at now. Once I got older and realized, okay, like, you know, let's push the boundaries. Let's step out of that comfort zone. That's where the most growth happens, and that's when you learn the most shit. If you're just sitting there always in your comfort zone, you're never gonna your mindset's never gonna change. It'll never change. You'll always be stuck in that same attitude that you've been in. And it's just like, break free of that. Just fucking do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like cliche to say, but it's like, it's literally as easy as that. No matter what the risk is, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna benefit you in one way or the other. So it's like, just fucking do it.
Yeah. I would say, like, from my angle or perspective, it would just be, don't be your own worst villain.
That's
like,
a good one. That's a very
don't
good one.
like, obviously everybody has those voices in their head that tell them, like, subconsciously that you're doing this wrong or yada yada yada, but it's like, just stay true to yourself. And obviously it takes a while for you to figure out yourself, which means just don't be afraid to make mistakes. And that's kind of one thing I put into practice really early, and I just didn't give a shit what other people thought.
Well, I was the same way.
And you were the same way, and it was just like, but when it comes to, when I say like, don't be your worst villain, it's like, from my example was, there was always this narrative around me where it's like, because my dad is a doctor, and even though my parents have never given me shit, and I've always been open about where I come from, and like, there's certain things I never had to worry about. Like, there was a point in time where I just decided to play it up and be like, you know what, fuck, if that's what people think, I'm just gonna act that way. And it just wasn't who I was, and it took me a little while to mature and get out of that. So it's just, you know, like, don't be your own worst villain, because it's self-destructive at some point, you know?
It's very true, because like, I can even speak from my thank you but I can even speak from personal experience. When I was going through, I'd say about from the grades 11 to grade after I graduated, I had that same mindset. I'm just like, fuck that, I'm gonna do what I want to do, I don't give a fuck. And I mean, like, it's good to think like that to a certain extent, but that's where you have to learn, like, to a certain, like, emphasis on a certain extent. Like, you know, like, you can't care about what people think about you, but within reason. Like, you still have to act appropriate, you still have to do, like, you can't just be so self-conceited where it's like you're only looking out for yourself, because in the long run that's only going to hurt you.
In essence, learn how to say fuck you when it's right. Just
you
learn
have,
how to say
you
fuck
have to learn when it's like appropriate to step out for yourself, but you also have to know when it's like to just let things blow by, because it's like there's no point in fighting certain things, but you have to know how, like, when and how to stand your own ground, which, like, comes back to the drama that we've dealt with. It's like, you know, like, we let a lot of it blow by, but when it's like, you know, we know when to stand our ground and when we have to say something.
And it's like, we deal with that. It's like, because we come from a small town where people just love to easily pick at things.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like, it's just that's. But now it's a bit different, where it's like, nobody's gonna say that to you or I, because they see what we're doing now, where they're just like, fuck. But it's like, there was a point in time where it was just kind of, it probably more from your stance than mine, where it was just, you saw that like small town judgment and people like insinuating and thinking certain things and saying certain things, even though it's not relevant or not true. And it's just, you have to learn when to say fuck you and stand your ground, but also know how to, like,
appropriately do so.
Address it, yeah.
Like, there's a, even in that stance, like, you know, there's a right way to go about standing your ground, and there's a certain, and there's a wrong way about going with that, like, you know, and that's when it comes back to ego as well. Like, you have to swallow that ego, and you have to look at the bigger picture of things. Like, it's like, you know, excuse me, without arrogance, exactly, like, you know, like.
But it's like, it doesn't even come, it's not even from people who are like not your friends. It comes from your friends, and then they're the ones who come full circle.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who now follow our shit and engage and want to, like, be involved. And some of them are the first ones. Like, you probably, like, I can speak firsthand. Like, when Alex first started getting a platform, it was just your cliche, like, he's thirst trapping, he's doing this.
And, like, I'll admit
it's so easy. He's a good looking dude. Like, he can do it. Anybody can do it. And I would be the one to be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, you're wrong. Because it's like, you can't do that. It's like, you can't do it. You can't do it. So why are you talking? And it's just, eventually you get to a point where it's like, you speak on it, it's over. And it's like, from that point forward, like, those are the people now who look at it, like, you especially, who are just like, fuck, like, he was doing shit right. Like, remember that one time where you were like, yo, Griffin, like, who you saw on the bus say this for posting selfies on Snapchat?
Yeah.
Or like Instagram, and you're just like, look at where that brought me. Yeah. And it's like, that rings so much truth.
It's just like, you know, like, that's when it comes back into play, where it's like, that's the situation where it's like, you know, that's when you have to forget about what people think of you, because it's like, in my own head, I knew what was what I was capable of, and I knew what I was doing. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I posted a lot of pretty boy shit, a lot of thirst traps, some may say, but it's like, I knew what worked for me, and it ended up building into what we've got going on now. Like, it's not just pretty boy shit. Like, it's like we have a community.
Yeah.
We've spread it, like, it's been a different message that we've portrayed, and it's just like,
it's a community, but it's also like you have established a community and then we built a business.
Yeah.
And that's like you, regardless of what people may think, it's like you can't deny that. Like nobody can sit there and have a civil conversation and deny that fact.
No.
So then it's just like, if they do, it's like, you're fucking insecure. Like you don't like what you're doing, you're unhappy with your situation, that's a you thing.
Yeah.
And it's like we don't have friends that, or like anybody that comes along is just not comfortable with themselves.
Yeah, and it's just like, and it's evident to me personally. I know when it's like, you know, like if we've lost touch or whatever, then all of a sudden you just see one of my videos hit the For You page or something, and it's got serious attention. Or like even on Will's account where it's like our videos were getting serious attention. On Blue Collar Boys, same shit. And then all of a sudden you come back out of the blue and you're just trying to like measle up. It's like I see through that shit, and it's like, I'm not for it. I know who's there and who's not there, and it's like it's very transparent. Yeah. So it's like I don't care how you try to play your cards. Like I know, and I know what you're up to. I might not say it, but I know what you're up to, and it's just like,
yeah,
immediately no, you know, and immediately no.
Fuck, man, I remember right before that Blue Collar Boys account.
Yeah.
I remember driving to the Penn Center.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and you guys were like, I remember that's when shit was sort of starting to pick up. And I was like, fuck, like, you guys got to start fucking selling that. Like, your guys' personalities. And you guys nailed that shit, bro.
Oh, yeah. Like,
you guys nailed that. And then, like, you just took it to the extreme.
Yeah, like, it was just like, you gotta know where your cards are at.
You wanna take the next question?
Sure. Alicia, this is a good one.
Best and worst about yourselves and each other. Do you mean like qualities?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I already know what you're gonna say for fucking worst on my end.
So Kuhn's best quality, extremely driven, and when he wants, like, shit will get done if Kuhn's around. He will get that shit done regardless of any circumstance. He will find a way to get that shit done. Worst quality, he stresses like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. So it's like, I'm just working towards, like, you know, getting down from that. But it's like, he's already made a tremendous growth. Like, he's already showed situations where it's like he's been more relaxed in certain ways where it's like he might not notice it personally, but on the outside, like, I see it. So it's like, there's been a lot of growth in that aspect where it's like he's learned to calm down in certain situations and, like, you know, like, not overreact, but it's just like he's learned how to deal with it like differently.
It's a fact. And like,
which is huge.
And I wouldn't have if I didn't have you to just be like, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, you're just like you'll say it so simply, and I'll just be so hung up, and then I'll think and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. And then I like, it helps, and that's why, like, we sort of need each other.
And that's why it's good, because it's like we don't take it personally. Like, we know that we're coming from a good place, and it's not like we're not talking shit about each other. It's just like we're just like helping each other expand out of like what we're used to and like what we're so adapted to. But all right, have at her.
I think for you, it's just like, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
it's like you are like, your best quality is your okay, I'll put it this way. So this isn't, I would say, like, one of the things I really notice is just how well, and I think the lives have helped you get there, and this isn't where I'm going with equality, but it speaks to that, is how present you can be in a conversation with anybody, and like you're listening and you actually care. Whereas like sometimes for me, it's like I'll be in a conversation, I'll respond, but like my mind's 5 other places.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're there, and it's like you actually make someone feel like they're a part of that conversation too. Your best quality is certainly just how like your approach and how laid back you are with certain things. And I think that is a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is. Oh, 100% it is.
With how like sometimes it's counterintuitive. Sometimes it's like
you gotta be more fucking like into it.
I'm like, hey Alex, like, you know, like
exactly.
But 100%. I also know it's just like you work a certain. That's the one thing I've learned is like how you work is so different for me. Where it's like when you're like. Because I remember this, dude. We were in Vancouver, and it was like you didn't post for a couple days, and it's just like I'm not gonna say anything because my duty is not in your content. That's you know how to do it. You know how to do it better than I do. But I'm like, yo, because I'm like we gotta fucking be like this. But you're like, dude, I know what I'm doing, and it's like when I look back from that time to now, it's like it makes sense. So then I would say, yeah, your best quality is just like your laid back approach, and then at the same time sometimes it's just
it's too much.
Sometimes it's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, let's go.
Exactly. No, 100%. It's 100% a double-edged sword, because it's like I even notice it myself where it's like, okay, and that's where we even ourselves out, like some of you have said before, where it's like, you know, I bring that calm aspect to it, and like I have that more chill vibe, whereas Kuhn's like, yo, let's go, and it's just like, and it works because it's like I need that. Like it's not like, you know, like, but that's where we complement each other like perfectly, because it's like we are two opposites, but we are very alike in different ways. So it's like,
and our like personalities match with our duties. Yeah. Like if it was vice versa, it wouldn't fucking work. Where it's like if you were the one who had to fucking steer the off-camera shit,
yeah,
it wouldn't work. But if I was the one who was so high-strung with this and that and content, and like it wouldn't work. So it's just like that's why the mesh is so perfect.
Oh, it's a great vibe, and it's like, and I've said, me and Kuhn have said this multiple times, especially when we were in Vancouver and everything was like starting to like scale and escalate. We had this talk, and it came down to it where it was like, when I met Kuhn, and my mom can even speak on this because she said it very early. She's like, no, you met Kuhn for a reason. And that's where it's like, and now it's starting to make sense, where it's like everything we've done in our lives is built up to what we're doing right now. And it's like you can think of it in any circumstance, and that just it proves to be true every single time. And then even Kuhn said it to me one time. He's like man, he's like I didn't know exactly where like you fit in at the point, but he's like now it's all starting to make sense. And like, and that goes for the same as me, where it was like I know like, and it's very like, I'm not huge on the saying this, but it's like you do meet people for a reason. Like it's like when we crossed our paths, like it's just like everything amounted into what it is now. And it's just like there's been so many different examples where it proves it. Like it's just like, because don't get us wrong, we've always been tight, like we've always been boys, but there was a time where like Kuhn graduated, I graduated, and there was like a year and a half where we didn't like,
because we didn't
communicate. He was in school, I was doing what I was doing, and then we rekindled, and then everything from there just kind of started like making its progress. And then here we are, we're sitting there years later, over a decade later, and it's like, well, it hasn't been a decade yet. Close, a year off of being a decade of knowing each other, and it's like every single thing that we've done has built up to where we are now. And right now we're sitting in Hawaii, and we're building a brand, we're building a community, and it's just like it just all is like it all started to make sense when we got to Vancouver, and it was like, holy shit, like.
But like
it's very different.
Even to like not because obviously I said the whole like, you know, laid back this, that, like you are business orientated. Like you do recognize certain things, you recognize trends, you recognize like opportunities, like you're very quick with that, which like a lot of people aren't. And like even with us, like we've never had a fucking
falling out or
a falling
like a
out,
big
even
fight.
like a friendship, or like we've never really had
like a fight. Realistically,
No.
we've never had anything like
anything.
that. Like,
I would say, and it's so because we were pretty drunk, but like the closest when we were trying to decide what to do with the hot chip challenge was the closest where we were like, no dude, yes dude, no
Yeah.
dude, yo. And
so
it
it's
was
like it's a very minor
it's a
scale.
very
Like it's
minor
not like what
scale.
you would consider an argument or anything like that.
It was just
like, yo.
it was like you're like, no, this has to be on TikTok. I'm like, no, but we need to own the content. It's like if I'm putting this fucking chip in my mouth, bro, I don't want to see shit from other accounts.
Exactly, but it makes sense because it's like, you know, like if other people started posted it, and that's why we brought it out where it was like, okay, you can screen record it, but don't post anything anywhere until after the YouTube videos can't like come out, because it's like, because I saw where he was coming from and I like he saw where I was coming from, where it was like, we want you guys to experience it firsthand, but we also don't want it to take away from the content that we're posting, because if you've already seen it, it's going to lose its appeal of you watching it on our YouTube video.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and like a good group of you have seen it on our live, which is fantastic, but when it comes out on a YouTube video, it's a horse of its own
Yeah.
color, like it's different.
And it's like even, but on that conversation also led to other things where you're like, dude, they need to see shit a bit quicker. And I sat there and I was like, you're fucking right. Yeah, you're right. Because like the appeal factor, the draw, like get it the next day. No, that night I'm texting Caden.
Yeah,
I'm on the
like
phone.
right away.
And I was like, right away, I'm like, all right, this is how we're going to do it from now on. It's like Alex and I are going to do this to make it better. We're going to watch all the footage. We're going to cut out the bullshit, make it faster on your end. And it's like this. And now we're like set up to do that, where we're going to start hitting
And
2 YouTube videos a week.
And it's already been like in motion. Like it's like the progress from that night to now has already been exponential. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of good shit that's came from it.
Next question.
Next one.
Ooh, Wendy with a good question.
Is it hard to get your age demographics to be long-term followers? Okay, so I'm gonna speak on this because it is definitely difficult, because it's like, you know, like I said before, you guys see through the bullshit and everything, but at the same time, all of my life I've spent talking to older people. I enjoyed engaging with older audiences compared to people my own age, because one,
We both have.
exactly, and like the level of conversation I can have with you guys compared to people our own age is on a way different scale. The amount of things we can learn through everything is on a way different scale, and I prefer that over anything, because one, you guys show you guys show tremendous support, and when you guys show love, we know it's genuine, where it's like a lot of shit our age is very fake, and it's very like you can see through it and it's not long term, whereas you guys are there, like you're in it. And it's like, and I love that, and I've always been engaged with the older audience, because it's like I said before, the level of conversation and what you can learn through everything is here compared to people where we're like, because everybody our age, we're going through the same shit at the same time on a different basis, where it's like, you guys have been through the shit, you guys have been through life, and you're still going through it, and it's just like, you know, like I enjoy that shit. Like the conversations that we can have is just on a whole other different scale, and that's the kind of shit that I love. And you guys are here, and it's like you're extremely supportive, whereas people our age are very floppy.
And
you know,
like,
you're here one second, they're gone the next.
If we were acting up or on some bullshit, you guys would call us out on it.
You don't just let it
like
run
you would
through,
not let it
you know?
slide, which is like, it's an accountability factor.
Like when we fucked up, it's been brought into our attention like that right after we get off of live, anything, and it's just like, yeah,
and
no, that's where we can learn through it.
Happened.
And it's happened. But it's like, that's us being young
and naive to some things.
And you guys just bring a whole other perspective on it. whereas our own age group cannot offer that same feeling, and it's just like, you know, like it's not the same. And I honestly, I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, I'll show you sloppy floppy. What? That goes, oh, I'll show you sloppy floppy.
Jesus Christ.
Bella, no, you guys know I still love you guys. Like, you know, I'm not down talking any of the demographics at all. I'm just saying, like, the mix of age, yeah, that was very well put. Like, it's just like, you know, like, it's very good to have that mix, but it offers different things. Like, you know, like, because don't get me wrong, up until that point, I had the majority of my followers. I still have over 100,000 followers that are my age, like it's like, that's all
Where
that.
they at, though?
But now I've got about 90 to 95,000 of you, maybe a little bit less, where it's like, it just offers a whole other perspective on things. So it's like, to have the best of both worlds is just, it's great. And it's just like, you know, there's a lot of learning that can come from it. And it's like, it's really good shit. Just being sensitive. Liv, Bella, you know I love you guys. You guys are great. You know I love you guys. It is getting warm. Vanessa, I agree. Like, it's like, you know, like, I've had multiple messages where it's like, you know, like, whether it's just bringing you guys back down to like your 20s or anything, or experiencing things that you never had the chance to experience because of your own life experience. That's where it warms my heart. Like, when I see, oh, we're living through your eyes, or I appreciate you sharing this picture, video, anything, because I'm never going to get to experience it. That's what I love. Yeah. And Wendy, based off of that, what you just said, the Half Moon account, the 14,000 followers that I've gained on that account in the last like 2 to 3 days, that was all my age group. Like, that's all around the 20s. Like, that was my age group that tuned into it. So it's like, you know, like, if I can use 2 different accounts to talk 2 different sets of people, that's good shit. But I wouldn't change anything for sure. Like, I love you guys, and I know you love us, and it's fantastic, and I wouldn't change it. Anything you want to add to it?
No, I think you fucking nailed it. Yeah.
All right.
I think you nailed it.
Exactly.
Anything you said, I would probably say too.
Then we all go along exactly.
And it's like, dude, somebody just said we show up. It's like, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, there's, like, you guys will pull up to any lives. You'll stay on late. Like, you'll do all of that shit where it's like, finding out. That's why we're like, you're the best community on TikTok. It's like, and you fucking are.
And your ego isn't there. Like, it's not like, fuck you guys. Like, the competitive, like, everybody our age is in a pissing match with each other. Like, I'm not saying like, but like, on a general consensus, everybody in our age is on a pissing match, and it's just like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like it's super competitive, where it's like, you guys drop that bullshit, and you're like, you're in it for what it is, and it's like, you guys truly appreciate that shit. Where it's like, people our age might not, like, it's just a whole different eye set of what we want to do. Like, for that, like, it's just completely different. It's, and like, very, very different.
Not to speak on this too much, but it's like, even fucking look at the fact, like, Will outvoted Noah Beck on that People's Magazine. Think about that.
The dedication, like, is on a whole different
that's
level.
Like
a whole different
Will has
level.
What, 1.8 million?
And Noah Beck has multiple
like
million. Like, he
like 20 at least, or something like that.
And that speaks
like,
volumes.
think about that. Like, that's in fucking insane.
And when you look at the vote tally, I remember seeing it either, I believe it was a tweet about it, but like, just seeing the overall votes, 5 million votes for
That's
Will.
crazy.
That shows a different level of dedication.
30 million plus. That's what I mean. Like, that's like that kid is dating, what's her name? Charlie or
I don't know
Dixie,
if they're still together, but yeah, regardless
like,
of such, yeah.
That's fucking nuts. Like, that's nuts.
Like, you quadrupled his follower count in votes.
That's
so it's
crazy.
like, that speaks volumes. You know what I mean? It speaks volumes. So I wouldn't say you guys are mental. You guys are just extremely supportive and passionate to what you care for. And that's what it is.
I like that one. I like that one.
Alright, you want to start with it then?
Fuck. I think this would be funny.
I'm gonna take a piss while you do this.
Oh yeah, here we go. Good timing. Good fucking timing.
Alright,
How are we doing this? Is this like, this can't be our most embarrassing moment ever. This probably has to be like within the duration of our travels. Is that what this is? Kimberly, can you please clarify if you're still awake? Whichever you want. Fuck. Alex, which one do you want to do? Most embarrassing moment ever or most embarrassing moment on your travels?
Uh,
I would say travels might be more relevant.
yeah.
Okay. I can definitely speak on this. Well, stuff that stuff that I can say on camera.
Yeah.